welcome to our creative writing class. So for today's lesson, before we start, I'm going to show you two pictures rather. The first one is here, and the second picture is here. Now my question is, which one is easier to look at and identify, and why? Again, let's go back to the first image and the second image. You were right. The first image is easier to look at and easier to identify because it's clear. What you can see is what you get. On the other hand, this picture shows us only some colors of the first picture, and it's actually combinations of colors, which it looks abstract in your eyes. Again, I have another example through sentences. This is the first set. A. Her hair is pretty and long. B. Her shiny jet black hair reaches her waist. Which one is more identifiable and why? You're right. Letter B is more identifiable because it gives us the image of a shiny jet black kind of hair. And how long was it? It actually reaches her waist. We'll now go to the second set. A. Her perfume smells like chocolate but sweeter. B. Her perfume smells good. Again, the same question as I raised before. Which one is more identifiable and why? You got it right. Letter A is the right answer. Her perfume smells like chocolate, but sweeter. Now from letter B, the perfume smells good. It is further described as a smell of chocolate, but actually it's sweeter than chocolate. Now we have here a sample text with sensory detail. Let me read it. When he was nearly 13, my brother Jim got his arm badly broken at the elbow. When it healed, and Jim's fears of never being able to play football were assuaged, he was seldom self-conscious about his injury. His left arm was somewhat shorter than his right. When his tutor walked, the back of his hand was at the right angle to his body, his thumb parallel to his thigh. It's an excerpt from To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. So this text shows us a lot of sensory detail. And what are those details? So you can see here, or you can read here, that when Jim was 13, his arm was badly broken. And where? At the elbow. And how bad was it? His left arm was somewhat shorter than his right. That's the result. And the back of his hand was at the right angle to his body. So you can imagine that. His thumb parallel to his thigh. Another sample with a sensory detail. The studio was filled with the rich odor of roses, and when the light summer wind stirred amidst the trees of the garden, there came through the open door the heavy scent of the lilac, or the most delicate perfume of the pink flowering, which came from The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. So, what are the sample sensory details in this text? What kind of rich odor? It was of roses. Light summer wind. Heavy scent of the lilac, or the most delicate perfume of the pink flowering. So the scent almost reaches our own noses, right? As well as the feel of the summer wind staring at the trees. So these are the questions that I have for you that we actually almost answered in our previous discussion. First question, can you picture out Jem's arm the way it was described in the first sample text? And we answered that yes, it actually did. Second, can you vividly imagine the scent of the studio in the second sample text? And again, our answer was yes. Third, do the texts give you complete sensory details? Well, because of our answers before, definitely. Those texts gave us complete sensory details. Now for our lesson today, it will be all about sensory experience in imaginative writing. What actually are sensory details? These are words or phrases that describe the content of the text vividly. Meaning to say, it describes us in an imaginative way. In a very clear way, it puts image in our minds as these phrases or words are read. It adds power to writing. Why is that? Why are sensory details powerful? Because in a sense, it evokes certain emotions. It helps us to really understand what the subject of the text is really about. And it keeps us more engaged and more imaginative as we read. We even try to imagine ourselves in the situation of the characters in the text that we read because of sensory details. Again, sensory details give more concrete sensory experience that allows a reader to have a clear mental picture of the scene or subject described. Words or phrases that appeal to the five senses sustain the interest of the readers. So we know what the five senses are, and we will delve into that deeper in the next few slides. And actually, they can make the reader see, hear, touch, taste, and smell the object being described even without seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, and smelling it. And that's the power of our imagination because of sensory details. Using concrete words that appeal to the senses. The sense of sight, color. So we have here some examples of color that are attributed to our sense of sight. We have here emerald, coral, golden, canary yellow, baby pink, silver, jade, tangerine, crimson, velvet, mint green. Using concrete words that appeal to the senses, sense of sight, under movement, dash, scamper, crawl, tumble, heave, pulsate, shiver, quiver, tremble. Still under the sense of sight. Under shape. Oval, square, chunky, diamond, triangular, rectangular, wiry, thin, circular. Sense of sight under appearance. Cluttered, spick and span, immaculate, spotless, manicured, sun-baked, tidy, homely. Under loud sounds, the sense of hearing. Yell, blare, crash, thunder, bang, boom, roar, zoom. Still under the sense of hearing, soft sounds. Sigh, murmur, gurgle, buzz, whisper, tiptoe, swish, whimper, giggle. Under speech sounds, drawl, chatter, mutter, lisp, stutter. We go to sense of touch. The dry ice felt like live coals searing my hand. Rough, smooth, feathery, leathery, slippery, mushy, gummy, icy, clammy, greasy, tender, slimy. And I want you to take a look at this sentence. The dry ice felt like a live coal searing my hand. So it actually sounds like the very exact opposite of dry ice, live coal. So it's being compared, the dry ice is being compared to a live coal searing the persona's hand. Okay, so you can see the paradoxical effect of this sentence under the sense of touch. We now continue with the sense of taste. We have spicy, nutty, bland, salty, syrupy, sweet, bitter, sour, tangy, buttery, burnt, juicy, delectable, creamy, meaty, saucy. Sense of smell. Fragrant, foul, pungent, putrid, smoky, musty, fishy, punny, spicy, orangey, lemony. So this example was already given, or were already given previously. Now, since we're dealing with creative writing, how do we include the sensory details before we actually do our proper or writing proper? Here are the pre-writing considerations for including the sensory details. First, you have to think about what your topic looks like. If you draw a picture of it, what would you draw? Second, what does your topic sound like? What sounds do you think of when you think about your topic? What sounds would be found near your topic? Third, what does your topic smell like? And what smells would be found near your topic? Fourth, what does your topic taste like? If you had to describe your topic as a taste, what would it be? And the fifth one, what does your topic feel like? What feelings do you think of when you think about your topic? So this ends our lesson for today. For the activities that follow, you may go to our Google Classroom, and I have posted all of the activities that you have to do. And specific instructions I gave in each of those activities. And we will follow through with the questions or comments that you may have. We will consider answering those in our Google Classroom stream or in our group chat. I hope that you learned a lot from this lesson and that it was clear with you. And I hope that all the things that you've learned from this lesson, you will be able to apply in your side, in your writing aspect. Again, thank you so much for participation and have a great day.